Today we're tackling the Chalukya Dynasty. They were a really foundational power in South and Central India, roughly 6th to 12th centuries.
Right, and our goal is to give you a clear path through their, well, pretty complex history and impact.
We'll look at the three main branches, the Badami,
The Western, or Kalyani.
and the Eastern, Vengi Chalukyas.
Exactly. They really shifted the landscape from smaller kingdoms to, significant empires. Huge cultural shifts, too.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the Badami Chalukyas. We're talking around the 6th to 8th century CE.
Founded by Pulakeshin I, he established his capital at Batapi, which is now Badami.
And he made a big statement, didn't he? The Ashwamedha.
The horse sacrifice, yeah. A classic declaration of imperial ambition.
But his grandson, Pulakeshin II, he's often seen as the peak, right?
Oh, absolutely. Probably their greatest ruler. Famously stopped King Harsha's army from pushing south.
That was a huge deal. It really defined the Deccan as a separate power center.
For centuries, yeah. And his reach wasn't just military. He had diplomatic ties all the way to Persia with King Khusru II.
Is that the scene depicted in the Ajanta caves?
That's the one. Pretty amazing evidence of that connection.
And architecturally, they were innovators.
Definitely. They pioneered the Vasara style. It's this fascinating blend of northern Nagara and southern Dravida temple features.
You see that at Aihole.
Yeah.
People call it the cradle of Indian temple architecture.
Right. Aihole and Pattadakal especially. Pattadakal is a UNESCO site now. Just stunning examples there.
Now, their administration, it was described as semi-feudal.
Yeah, sort of. Powerful local lords, feudatories, had quite a bit of autonomy under the central rule.
Which worked for a while, but...
But it also, sowed the seeds for later rivals, like the Rashtrakutas, who started as their subordinates and eventually overthrew them.
Okay, so the Badami Chalukyas fade. Fast forward a couple of centuries.
And we get the Western Chalukyas of Kalyani, around the 10th to 12th century CE.
This is where Tailapas II comes in. He brings the Chalukyas back to power after the Rashtrakutas.
A major comeback. And then you have Vikramaditya VI, another really significant ruler.
He even started his own calendar era, the Chalukya Vikram era.
Right, shows his ambition and the stability he represented, at least for a time. They were constantly tangling with the Cholas, though.
Especially over the Vengi region. Lots of conflict there.
Yeah, but also strategic marriages. It wasn't just war, it was complex diplomacy, trying to manage buffer zones and, well, keep trade flowing.
And they had their own architectural style, too.
The Gadag style. They use soapstone, which is softer.
Allowing for much more intricate carving.
Exactly. Really ornate, detailed work. You can see how it influenced later dynasties, like the Hoysalas.
This period was also a literary high point, wasn't it?
Oh, a golden age for Kannada and Sanskrit. You have poets like Rana writing epics.
And that important legal text, the Mitakshara.
By Vijnaneshwara, yes. A hugely influential commentary on Hindu law, particularly inheritance. Its impact lasted for centuries across India.
And other things were happening, too. Virashaivism.
The rise of Virashaivism with Basavana, a major social and religious movement. Plus, these incredibly powerful merchant guilds like the Enaruvar.
Trading internationally.
Absolutely. Records show them trading as far as Southeast Asia and maybe even Tang China. Real economic powerhouses.
Okay, so while the Western Chalukyas are flourishing, there's another branch.
The Eastern Chalukyas of Vengi. They started earlier, around the 7th century, and lasted almost as long as the Western branch, up to the 12th.
How did they split off?
It was Pulakeshin II's brother, Kubja Vishnuvardhana. He was made governor of Vengi in the east and basically declared independence.
So their position was precarious.
Very much so. Constantly caught between the Western Chalukyas on one side and the Cholas on the other. Survival often meant playing them off each other, making alliances.
A difficult balancing act. Their administration was maybe a bit more fragmented.
Yeah, prone to internal squabbles, too. Made them a vital, but sometimes unstable buffer state.
But despite the political turmoil, they had their own golden age.
In literature, yes. Specifically, Telugu literature.
Right, Rajaraja Narendra commissioning the Andhra Mahabharatam.
By Nanaya Pattaraka. It wasn't just a translation. It's considered the foundational work that really established Telugu as a major literary language, a huge cultural milestone.
It's fascinating how these three branches, all sharing a name and origin,
develop such distinct regional identities, different political trajectories, artistic styles, literary patronage. It really shows that dynamic interplay between, a shared heritage and local adaptation.
So looking back at all three, what's the enduring legacy?
It's multifaceted, really.
Yeah.
Political consolidation in the Deccan, innovative administrative models, even if some had long-term issues.
Economic prosperity, those merchant guilds were key.
Definitely. And then the cultural impact, the Vizara architecture, the golden ages of both Canada and Telugu literature. It's a profound contribution.
They really left a lasting imprint, influencing dynasties that followed and just deeply enriching India's cultural fabric.
No doubt about it.
So, reflecting on this whole story, this centuries-long effort of balancing central authority with strong regional identities and powers, what does it make you think about the challenges of governing large, diverse societies today?
It's certainly something to consider. That tension between the center and the regions, it's a perennial issue, isn't it?
Something to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.